In the heart of an ancient forest, where towering trees whispered secrets of ages past and rivers sang songs of distant lands, lived a mighty lion called Amanzi. His golden mane shimmered like the sun, and his roar echoed through the valleys, shaking the earth beneath him. As the undisputed king of the wild, Amanzi's strength was unmatched. No animal dared challenge him, and his reign was one of the bold. One day, while walking along the edge of the vast territory, Amanzi encounters the wind, an ethereal being. The wind is not a physical entity, but a force of nature, a vast ancient presence that moves silently through the forest, carrying stories of forgotten times. It is said to have witnessed the rise and fall of empires, and it has seen the ebb and the flow of countless seasons. Desiring more power, Amanzi approaches the wind and declares his desire to form a pact. He offers to share his strength in exchange for the wind's wisdom, believing that together they would be unstoppable. Amanzi says, "I, Amanzi, the mightiest of all creatures, wish to form a pact with you. I will share my strength, and in return, I ask for your wisdom. Together we shall rule the world." The wind agrees to the pact, but as the days pass, Amanzi grows more proud and arrogant. He begins to believe that the strength he holds is all he has. Begins to believe that the strength he holds is all the needs to rule the world. His power becomes a source of pride, and he stops seeking the wisdom of the wind. In his arrogance, he forgets the true value of the wind's wisdom and the balance between strength and intellect. As Amanzi continues to ignore the wind, the force becomes more intense. One day, when Amanzi is walking through the forest, the wind unleashes its power in full. The trees are uprooted and the rivers swell and rage. The ground trembles beneath the lion's feet and the air grows thick with the wind's fury. Amanzi, once proud and untouchable, finds himself struggling against the very force he once sought to control. His golden mane is tossed in the wind, and his muscles strain against the storm. As the storm rages, Amanzi realizes the true nature of power. He understands that his strength alone cannot conquer the world, and that humility and wisdom are just as important as physical power. The wind, which once swirled around him in gentle gusts, now becomes a guide, pushing Amanzi to recognize his limitations and importance of balance. From that day forward, Amanzi embraces the wind's wisdom, learning that true strength comes not from dominating others, but from understanding the balance between power and humility. The forest begins to flourish once again, with peace and harmony restored. Years pass, and Amanzi's legacy as a wise and just ruler endures. The forest thrives under his guidance, with animals living in peaceful coexistence. Amanzi, now older and wiser, continues to reign not through brute force, but through the wisdom he has learned from the wind. He becomes a symbol of balance, teaching future generations the value of humility and the importance of wisdom in leadership. Moral lesson: power is not strength alone, but in the balance between humility and wisdom. A ruler must embrace wisdom to ensure their leadership as is just and harmonious.